what I'm on about. That's what I'm on about. Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the preview and predicted lineup. Arsenal against Benfica, second leg at home but being played in Greece. How on earth are we travelling further away for our home leg than we did for our away leg? Absolutely ridiculous. But I guess the situation we find ourselves in with all the restrictions and COVID, this is what we have to do. And quite simply, this is our biggest game of the season today. This is probably Mikel Arteta's biggest game as manager of Arsenal. I think that this game is bigger than the FA Cup final. Arteta had just started as manager at Arsenal. And let's be honest, even, if we would have lost to Chelsea in that cup final, despite being disappointed, fans would have looked at it as progress for a man that had only just taken over the club. And, the situation we find ourselves in now, we cannot have our season ended in February. Because that's exactly what it will be. Ended, finished, done. What slim chance we possibly had of finishing in the top 4 places for a Champions League spot are gone. Those defeats to Wolves and Aston Villa in particular, put paid to that. It wasn't the defeat to Manchester City that did it. It was those two. And we literally have no room for error. We cannot make any mistakes. We went out at the same time, of this competition last season against Olympiacos. We actually went into that second leg at home, like literally playing at home with the fans in the stadium and with a better advantage than what we do have now. We beat Olympiacos 1-0. And ironically, the game we're playing is in their stadium. Oh, no. And of course, Aubameyang missed that huge opportunity. And you look at the first leg, we should be out of sight. Honest to God, we should. And the fact this is 1-1, despite the away goal, we cannot afford to slip up. We cannot afford to concede a goal. If we don't concede a goal, we're through. Even if it's a 0-0 draw. If we do concede, then it's advantage Benfica. Because they wipe out our away goal. And they've then got the remainder of the game to go and get another. Which means we then got to score 3. So, we cannot slip up in any way, shape or form. We know what Benfica offer. We know what they're about. I don't think they're a good team. And I genuinely feel that we can, dismantle them as long as the team selection's correct. And that a few faces that I'm hoping are back will be back. If we've got any, aspirations of winning this Europa League, as funny as that may seem, there's 2 players in particular that have to remain fit and be available throughout the remainder of the competition. And that's Thomas Partey and Tierney. Both did not start in the first leg. And that's one of the reasons why we never won the game. They are so important to the team. And I'm at that stage now where I actually don't mind if they were rested for Premier League games and played in the Europa. Because that's what's important. And when I say that, I mean, when we've got games every 2-3 days, then if you're going to have to rest them in one, then be the Premier League. If you're playing, week on week, then they'll be fine to play those games. It's just if there's a bit of a congestion. But yeah, listen, like I said, team lineup is going to be massive. So with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, Leno. Very simple, very straightforward, no questions. Right back, Cedric. Absolutely no way does Hector Bellerin start this game. Play Cedric there. I'm hoping he was rested for the Man City game with this game in mind. Going to right centre back, David Luiz. And I feel that he was rested with this game in mind. And that's what I'm going to go with. Left centre back, Gabriel, another player that I feel was rested against Man City with this game in mind. So that's what I'm going to go with. Left back, Tierney, played the game against Manchester City, more to do with the fact that he needed minutes under his belt after spending a month out of the team. And absolutely no question and no doubt about this at all, Tierney starts this game. Now, in the midfield area, first of all, Granit Xhaka. Kind of not looked his self since he's, returned from that red card over the last couple of games, and, how good he has been. But I feel one of those reasons is because, he's not had Thomas Partey there, who I feel complements him perfectly. But, yeah, he's important to the side. And, despite the criticism and everything else, he has to play. Alongside him, Thomas Partey. Absolutely no doubt in any way, shape or form. Training with the main team again. He's had his fitness tests. He's travelled. He's fit. He's ready. He starts. Absolutely no question in any way, shape or form. The way Benfica play, Thomas Partey is suited for this perfectly. The way that he can get the ball under control, release it immediately. That's key. If they play a high line, free at the back, he can exploit that. Thomas Partey is that man who can do it. Simple. Now the attacking three. Suppose we've got a few selection headaches in this scenario. But on the right hand side, I'm going to go with Saka. Very surprised that he played the game against Man City, to be honest. But I suppose he's a young lad, he's in form, and he can handle the games every 3-4 days. So he's going to be key. And he starts in this game for me. Number 10, I suppose this is where you could have a few debates, but I'm going to start with Smith-Rowe for this game. Had a nice bit of a break against Man City, didn't start, so I'm going to actually put him in ahead of Ødegaard. I'm not going to have Ødegaard in the 10 and Smith-Rowe on the left. I'm going to have Smith-Rowe back in the number 10 role. On the left of that three, I'm going to go with Pepe. I feel that been very unlucky in the last few games to not be included, and then when he was included against Manchester City, he played on the right hand side and he had Bellerin behind him. No, put him in the position that he's been working so well over the last month, and that's that left hand side with Saka back on the right. Simple as that. Up front, main striker Lacazette, and I suppose some people will say this is a bit of a surprise, no Aubameyang, but I just feel that the way Benfica play and the way that we want to play, Lacazette is important to that role. He's also going to be fresh. He's not been involved. He's going to be ready. And link up is important. And when we've played with Smith-Rowe in the 10, Saka on the right, Pepe on the left, Lacazette up front, we've looked very, very good. And that's what I'm going to go with for the game. That's what I think Mikel Arteta should go with as well. But it remains to be seen whether he will or not, but that's what I would go with. So there we go. That is it for my preview and my predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. If you change any of the personnel, what would you change? Formation is going to stay the same, 4-2-3-1. It's just the personnel. So if you disagree, let me know in the comment section and we can have a debate about it. But yeah, huge game, loads of content coming out, and big game. I can't say no more than that. The players don't need telling how big this game is and what's on the line. Do not, and I mean do not go out and lose. I'm telling you now, because our season's over if you do. And big opportunity. Go out there and grab it at both hands and do not let us down. It's as simple as that. So if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.